If you've made it this far, it's not by chance. The universe has guided your paths. God has whispered silent signs to you. Your guardian angels prepared this message because they knew that today, at this moment, you needed to hear something that will touch your heart deeply. Nothing is a coincidence. There is always a hidden purpose behind every encounter, even behind this video that is now before your eyes. Allow yourself to open your soul. Breathe deeply. This message is for you. And let me know in the comments, where are you watching from right now? Today I want to talk about someone who occupies space in your life, or rather in your soul. This person may be silent. They may seem distant, but still they are watching you, they are watching your light. It's like a closed window that still lets a beam of light escape. This person feels that beam. They feel your presence, even when they don't dare to approach. And it's curious, because there are moments when energy speaks louder than words. Have you ever noticed when someone conveys everything without saying a word? A quick glance, a subtle gesture, a silence laden with meaning. That's how this person perceives you, like a flame that remains lit, even from afar. The universe shows that there is no distance capable of extinguishing true energy. This person may try to hide. They may wear a mask, they may pretend they don't feel, but just a moment of distraction, just a loose glance, and all the armor shatters, as if the light that comes from you is too strong to be ignored. And perhaps you feel it too. Even when this person doesn't speak, doesn't write, doesn't reveal themselves, there are signs. Small signs that arrive like unexpected drops of rain. A sudden thought, a dream that feels like a message, a simple detail, but one that reignites memories. Your guardian angels whisper that none of this is random. This bond exists, and it vibrates at a frequency that transcends time and space. And today this person carries something within them, a restless feeling, a mix of desire and fear, as if standing before a road and unsure whether to take the next step, as if every memory of you is an inner voice calling them back. Imagine a shadow. It doesn't extinguish the light but walks alongside it. This is how this person's heart feels now. Shadow and brightness, fear and desire, silence and longing, a contrast that leaves them feeling lost. But there's one thing that cannot be denied. You shone. Your energy left a mark. Your presence took root. And no matter how much this person tries to escape, that root remains alive within them. Perhaps you've already noticed how the universe repeats signs when it wants to grab your attention. A name that pops up, a song that plays unexpectedly, a number that keeps appearing on the clock. These signs are reminders. They are spiritual nudges saying this story isn't over. God doesn't work with chance. He plants seeds in our hearts, and each seed has its time to bloom. This person carries within them seeds that were planted by their encounter with you, seeds of emotions, lessons, truths that cannot be ignored. And even if they try to hide it, their gaze gives them away. Just a moment, a fleeting encounter, and the mask falls apart. The sparkle in their eyes doesn't lie. Their body betrays what the words refuse to say. Maybe you feel a sense of longing. Maybe you wonder, why the silence, why the distance? But instead of seeking answers in the absences, look at the signs that are present. They show that something is still alive, that something still pulses. I ask you, have you ever felt someone's energy even when that person wasn't around? This is what we're talking about here, a connection that goes beyond what is visible. Today, this person watches you from afar, not just with their eyes, but with their soul. Every time she sees you, every time she feels your light, a part of her awakens. And it awakens with force, like someone trying to deny it, but no longer able to hold it back. The angels say, nothing can be hidden from the light, and you are light. Your presence is a beacon, and this person can no longer protect herself from this brightness. Keep listening, because there is something deeper about this silence that we need to reveal. But why then this silence? Why the distance, if the feelings exist? Here, we enter the heart of the conflict. This person carries uncertainty. She carries fears. She carries inner shadows that push her away even when everything inside her screams to stay. It's like someone standing in front of a door. The key is in hand, but the fear of opening it is greater than the desire to enter. And you, on the inside, feel the weight of this silence. You feel the absence as a void. You feel the indecision like a knot that won't untangle. The universe shows that it's not a lack of love, it's not disinterest, it's fear. Fear of surrendering, fear of losing control, fear of being seen in vulnerability. This person wears armor to hide what she feels, and in this attempt to protect herself, she ends up pulling away. But the truth is that the silence speaks, and her silence speaks much more than any word could say. Have you ever felt that someone withdrew not out of a lack of love, but precisely because they love too much and don't know how to handle it? That's the conflict here. That's the weight that lingers in the air. But the guardian angels reveal this distance is not permanent, it's just an interlude. A time that the universe allows for this person to confront her own shadows. God does not waste true connections. If something was planted, it's because there's a purpose, and this purpose does not get lost in the silence. Yes, there is distance. Yes, there is indecision. But there are also constant signs, and these signs are like small cracks in this person's wall, because no barrier can withstand the force of truth forever. This person might try to control things. They can hide behind excuses, routines, and silence. But all it takes is one glance, an unexpected encounter, a strong memory, and everything crumbles. Because love cannot be hidden for long. And here's the revelation the angels want to share. The silence that weighs heavy today may become words tomorrow. The distance that hurts today may turn into closeness tomorrow. The indecision that confuses today may transform into a clear choice tomorrow. God works in the right timing, and often silence is just the pause before the song, the darkness of dawn before the sunrise, the necessary wait before the revelation. So don't take this silence as a lack of feelings. It's merely a reflection of an internal struggle, and every struggle has an end. Let me ask you, do you believe that silence can actually be a form of response? Many times it is, and in this person's case it speaks of fear, of unexpressed desire, of feelings that haven't yet found the courage to come forward. But courage will come, and when it does, the mask will completely fall away. What the gaze can no longer hide will finally be expressed in words, gestures, and closeness. The angels say, wait, wait, because nothing that is true is lost. Wait, because even silence has an expiration date, and the truth sooner or later always finds its way, and so we arrive at a crucial point. The universe asks for patience. God asks for faith, and your angels remind you you are not alone. This story has more chapters than you can imagine. Silence is not the end, it is just the transition. Silence can hurt, distance can confuse, but guardian angels say none of this is permanent. This person is watching you. Even from afar, even hiding behind excuses, there is a bond that cannot be broken, and this bond vibrates intensely in the invisible. The universe shows clear signs, a sudden thought that arises without explanation, a memory that resurfaces when you least expect it, a coincidence that seems minor, but happens so often that it cannot be ignored. These are spiritual messages. God whispers truths in the silence to remind you that something greater is at work. And this movement is not just about the other person, it's also about you. Yes, that person needs to confront their shadows, but you are also in a process. Every wait, every pause, every longing are lessons that shape your strength, your faith, and your clarity about what you deserve to experience. The angels say, don't be afraid of the pause, because in the pause, God is working, and what seems like distance today could reveal itself as a reunion tomorrow. Nothing can erase what is true, not silence, not shadows, not indecision. The heart knows what belongs to it, and sooner or later paths cross again, whether to restart, to teach, or to liberate. God does not allow a seed to be planted in vain. What has grown between you and that person carries purpose, and even if masks try to hide it, just a glance, and everything is revealed. Believe, no distance is too far when the truth insists on bringing you closer, and no shadow is dark enough to extinguish the light of a soul that shines. Breathe. Release to the universe the weight that doesn't belong in your hands. Trust that your guardian angels are guiding every detail. And remember, even in silence, you are seen, remembered, and loved. Do you believe that silence can also carry answers? Leave in the comments the word that resonated with you the most in this message. And if you wish to continue receiving messages like this, subscribe and activate the notification bell. Silence is not empty. It holds revelations. It echoes secrets that your guardian angels already know. The universe shows that something is being prepared. Something you cannot fully see yet, but can already feel in small doses. It's like the sunrise. First darkness gives way, then a line of light appears on the horizon, and suddenly the day is made. This is how the process works. This is what's happening in this person's heart. They think about you more than they admit, more than they dare to confess even to themselves. It's like a song that keeps playing in the back of the mind, even when everything seems quiet. And this memory is not just mental, it's spiritual. It's the energy of a connection that cannot be undone. Imagine a flame flickering in the night. No matter how hard you try to extinguish it, it persists. No matter how much you try to deny it, the light remains. This person feels that. They feel you. They sense that there's something bigger than distance, bigger than fear, and the universe is already aligning the steps. Guardian angels breathe courage into hearts that resist. God orchestrates meetings, creates unexpected situations, brings repeated signs until this person can no longer escape what is true. Pause, breathe, feel these words. Because what seems like silence is preparation. What seems like shadow is just the backdrop where the light will become even more evident. What seems like distance is the path that brings you back. Have you noticed how, when something is true, it always returns? It may take time, it may change form, but it returns. Because what is born in the soul does not get lost in time. The angels reveal. This person already feels the pressure of this truth, and no matter how hard they try to maintain the facade, it cracks. All it takes is a glance, and the universe reveals everything. You are a beacon, you are a sign, and this person knows that, even if they don't say it. God prepares reunions that transform, and often the path to them is made of pauses, trials, and waits. But when it happens, it's precise, it's inevitable, it's destiny. This story still has an ending, not of loss, but of revelation. And the revelation has already begun. I ask you, do you believe that silence also speaks? Because it does. And this person's silence is screaming from within, and the heavens have heard this cry. No distance can erase what is true. No shadow can forever cover a flame meant to illuminate. No silence can permanently imprison words that were meant to be spoken. The universe realigns hearts that seek each other. God brings together souls that were born with the same calling. Guardian angels sustain bonds that time cannot sever. Take a deep breath. Feel it within you. You are not alone in this wait. You are not alone in this silence. Everything that is true remains. It remains like the root that grows even when the tree is not visible. It remains like the river that continues to flow, even when hidden beneath the earth. It remains like the star that shines, even when the day prevents us from seeing it. That person misses you. That person remembers you. That person carries signs they cannot explain. And no matter how loud fear tries to speak, the truth always prevails. The universe does not make mistakes in meetings. God does not waste connections that have purpose. And when the right moment comes, nothing can stop it. What is now shadow will become clarity. What is now silence will become words. What is now distance will become a reunion. And you will see that you did not wait in vain, that every tear watered a seed, that every longing was a reminder of love, that every silence was the space where God worked. Remember, no mask lasts forever. No heart can deny for long what is already a part of it. And when that gaze meets yours again, everything will be revealed. The angels whisper, the story is not over, and it carries more light than you can imagine. If this message touched your heart, it is not by chance. The universe wanted you to hear it today. God used this moment to speak to you through the signs. Now I want to invite you to a simple but profound reflection. Which word from this message resonated with you the most? Write it here in the comments. Sometimes a single word is enough to create openings within the soul. It might be hope. It might be truth. It might be reunion. It might be light. Leave the word that made your heart resonate. And if you feel like this message was meant for you, please give it a like, because every gesture of kindness helps this light reach more people who also need to hear it. Share this video with someone special. Maybe that person is in need of confirmation, a sign, or a voice that brings peace to their heart. You could be the angel who delivers this message to them. And if you want to keep receiving words that strengthen your faith, calm your soul, and remind you of how loved you are by the universe, subscribe to the channel here. Activate the notification bell so that you don't miss any message. Because whenever you need it most, a new word will come to you. And before I wrap up, here's one last question for you to ponder. Do you believe that God always realigns the paths of those destined to reunite? Please respond in the comments. I would love to know what your heart feels about this. And remember, you are not alone. Your guardian angels are with you. The universe guides you. And God prepares the right reunion at the perfect time. Thank you for being here.